What is up, YouTube? It is John, or the Messiah TCG, as I prefer to be known, I guess. Bringing you a play video here on EX6. This is from our locals from a couple days ago now. On the left, you got my buddy Jose playing 7th grade Demon Lords, and on the right, you have my other friend James playing MagnaX, but the true blue Vmon version. So, pretty interesting matchup here. I actually, after like reviewing this and even hearing about them play it the other day, I definitely think that, that's my phrase now. I feel that, trying to change it up. MagnaX has a pretty good time into Demon Lords. I feel like once they get into MagnaX, it's just kind of over. They can't really do anything anymore. But you could argue that for like every matchup against MagnaX, right? Because I mean that card is just super strong, obviously really tough to deal with for most decks. But the one thing you have going for you, I guess, if you are the Leviamon, if you're the 7th grade Demon Lords player, is it eventually he'll run out of protection, right? Like, you have to think. So I mean, that's I guess catching on what you're hoping for. Excuse me. Hopefully that's the only yawn. That's not an indictment on either player, but 7th grade Demon Lords is very similar to like Royal Knights, where it's a super grindy matchup. And oh man, bro, just oof. Decks like this, they're strong and they're super viable, but man, they kind of bore me. Not to say that like me thinking that is correct or anything. That's just my personality. I know they're strong and they're fun to play for sure for the person playing them, but being on the other end, bro, it's so difficult. Especially if you don't know what they do. I don't know, I think that's rage mode. Yeah, so he suspends something and then deletes something, right? Oh my god, wait, what? Why does everything die? Then delete all their lowest play cost suspended digit. Jesus, we cleared the board. Okay, so it suspends. Okay, so the Belphemont suspends everything. Or you discard and you suspend everything, and then delete all suspended Digimon. But it can only suspend level 5 or lower. Interesting. So during this tournament, I actually ended up playing Lucemon. Oh, dude, this card is like the fucking core of the deck. Excuse my language. Like, Lucemon Loop is so frustrating to deal with. Like, once they get here, it's just super annoying, because pretty much most of the time what they can do is just pop your board pretty easily, as long as they have like Levy and Trash here. See, this is an instance where like if I was able to come out of raising and like maybe deal with the Lucemon, I would probably like if I'm playing green, hard slam a Pomu so he can't use the effect, which would be like, haha, sucks to suck. But obviously that's asking for a lot. Granted, this deck does give you a lot of memory, so there is that. And the fact that Lucemon also heals is kind of funny. This card, yeah, Lucemon is just the best card in the deck, bro. It's insane how strong it is. And I actually personally want to play like the Lucemon deck. I don't really want to play, like I have no interest in 7th grade Demon Lords. I want to play Lucemon deck. Round 1 here. Well, this is round 1 here, and I was actually playing my buddy Cameron in the first round. He was playing some really scary Mother Blocker deck. I ended up squeaking out the victory, but man, dude, that Mother Blocker deck is so hard to deal with. I don't know if anyone who's watching this has experienced that before, but man, that can be super difficult to deal with. I was playing bunnies, so thankfully I had a little bit more control elements to the deck, so I'm able to like deal with the board a little bit better. But my god. Alright, so chaining the Lucemon to summon the freaking Levia to clear the board, which is crazy. On the bright side though, Levia can't swing. Could you imagine if 7th grade the gate gave them a rush? Dude, he would be 2 checks for free for nothing. But yeah, thankfully it doesn't. So now he plays the creepy, and I think the creepy mills himself. Excuse me. I thought it milled himself. Search. Probably grabbing the Levy X, right? Nope. I'm wrong. You know, I was actually talking about this in Discord today with my buddies. The 7th grade Demon Lords in decks like it, like Royal Knights also used to tilt me because of the alpha loop. Oh my god, they used to annoy me to no end. But decks like this frustrate me as a player because it features the mechanics that I find annoying. So like, for example, it stalls. It's phenomenal at stalling. It's like it's the whole thing is to stall until it gets to the Ogudo play. Granted, it can beat you down with like Beelzemon Rush and stuff, but ideally it wants to do the Ogudemon play. So one, they stall, which is frustrating and boring, my opinion, of course. Two, they play a lot of removal options and security. So in the very essence of stall, you can be winning the game. Let's say you find a way to break through and you're able to do some damage, and then like your stack gets cleared by like a Rival's Barrage, an unlucky Rival's Barrage and security or something. Losing the stuff like that is super frustrating in my opinion, just because you can kind of play around it, but at the same time, depending on what deck you're playing, you're just kind of SOL. And then finally, it plays cards like Levia, which I considered Levia a super annoying deck to deal with before. Not because it was like overpowered or anything, just because like similar to what this deck is, Levia is like a kind of like a stall control deck. That, you know, they kind of want to just set up and get Levia out, blow up your board, gain memory, do damage, etc. So I found my personal opinion, right? I found Levia annoying, stall techniques are annoying, and then decks that play a lot of security bombs are annoying. So for me, this deck is annoying. That's a word I've been using a lot, so I'll cut it down. But again, no hate, no malice to anyone who plays the deck. It's strong, 100% recommend it. If it's a deck you're interested in, pick it up. It's super rewarding to play, especially at a high level. But every time someone flips over that gate, bro, I'm like, ugh. I haven't even played against it that much yet, but I got to get my reps in for Gen Con. All right, so checking in here. This is actually a really long game one. But so here's the thing. Now that James on the right is in MagnaX, what do you do on the left? You know what I mean? It's just, what do you do? It's kind of over, right? I think you just pop the Davis, right? You don't care. You just pop it. It's funny though, because like, if the way Lucemon is worded is that if nothing is deleted, you trash security, add security. And the reason why that's important is because like Magna, theoretically James could select Magna as his target for the Lucemon deletion effect, but he decided not to, because if not, he would have trashed the security and recovered one. 2 checks at 15k, now he's 18k. Wait, why didn't... I'm so confused. Why didn't... Wasn't it supposed to be 2 checks? Wait, what? Because he's Zubagond, right? So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 security, maybe 7. I can't really tell. So he's Zubagond's here, right? So he's at 15k. Oh, okay, wait. Is it 15k? I think it's 16k is the threshold. So he does Zubagond, then he checks for 2. Okay, makes sense. But see, now that's a lot of pressure for freaking James is trolling. He deletes it. I think he forgot about that effect. He was like, whoops. I mean, I guess you lose someone off the board, and it doesn't get its effect. I think so, right? Yeah. So I mean, I guess kind of worth. I don't really know if that's the right play. Magna's a mute again. So that's the thing. Now Jose is the 7th grade Demon Lords player. What's your strategy? Right? Like, you try and set up an ace play or something, but I mean, your deck doesn't really play aces. Like, like this is scuffed. Like, maybe I'm wrong, and if you're watching this video and you're in the comments, please let me know. Is Magna just like unwinnable if they like, you know, see everything that they need to see, which they do draw a ton of cards, so I assume they will, and because you're slow, they probably will get into Magna X. So that's my question. Is this just like an unwinnable matchup for 7th grade? Because from my perspective here, I definitely think it is. I don't really know what you do. You feel me? Like, you don't play aces that can really punish Magna. For this reason, I feel like maybe 7th grade Demon Lords won't see as much play if the matchup is as bad as it looks like it is on paper, because this is pretty unfortunate. Up, Belf Sleep, put Rage underneath. What the? This is just a weird Belfamon deck. But hey, everyone who's watching this, also let me know how you're enjoying EX6. Any decks that you're interested in. I'm personally building, I think I've mentioned this multiple times, 3-Hit Angels. It's a deck that I really, really am intrigued by because I like the play style. It's control-y, but also I'm trying to see if I can find a way to make it more aggressive, because I think the problem with old Yellow Vaccine previously also was that it didn't win fast enough. And you, like, and for grindier games, you just end up decking out, right? Because you can't beat your opponent. But, like, that's like the thing I'm going to try and figure out. Like, with Dominimon and some of the other cards, trying to put it together to, like, really put an awesome deck together. I just think the only thing that sketches me out about that deck is the fact that you can play so many aces. Like, if one of your aces die, like if you go like Magna and then Ophani or something like that, bro, you'll lose like 7 memory when it dies. and dude, at that point, I just pick up all my cards and go home. He sets that card. I think this is a lot of also him explaining to James what the cards do. But James, if you're watching this, I'm gonna go ahead and poke fun at you here, bro. You don't need to know what any of his cards do. You're playing Magnamon X, brother. You're like, it doesn't matter. You don't need to know what any of the cards do. You just proc immunity and turn your card sideways, brother. That's it. Oh look, double MagnaX. They're both immune. Bro, what do you do now? This board state is an impenetrable, like the Pentagon. So, fun fact, James also did this to me when I was playing bunnies, and I got really tilted, and I was like, bro, fuck. I was like, forehead deck. I'm like, let me bust out the Mirage, etc. Like, yeah, I was complaining a bit because that's who I am. I try not to be, but it's who I am. And but it was cool. It was cool. I think James is a good sport, so I assume that he knows whenever I talk shit. It's just because, like, you know, I'm annoyed in the moment or whatever, but I don't actually ever mean anything. It's just who I am as a person. I'm always gonna talk shit and poke fun. And I'm sure those of you who are watching this at your locals, you probably do the same thing. You can say stuff to your friends that maybe other people can't get away with saying with it. I actually was playing a couple weeks ago on a Sunday, and I lost to an Imperial player. His name's Jason. He's gotten better for sure over time, over the past couple months of playing, a year of playing. But he's always had like mixed results, but Imperial's like his favorite deck. And dude, I shit you not, I think I got Gigadeath twice and hit like 2 Megadeath in security. So when I hit like the second Megadeath in security, I was like, I literally looked at him, I'm like, you're bad. But I mean, I wasn't kidding, obviously, because I was mad, but like, I was just talking shit because it made me feel a little bit better. I'm like, bro, how many security bombs do I have to hit to lose, dude? And he's like, bro, I play 5. I'm like, why do you play 5? Just win the game. You're playing Imperial. Just kill me. Stop. You don't need to play all these removal options if you just win the game. But I digress. It's all in good fun, right? Okay, so I've just been yapping, and the board state has not changed. Because realistically, what do you do? I see that Jose has opted for the superior Creepymon defense plan. This is a two-stage plan with only 2 options, which is to turn the Creepymon sideways to block twice. He's calling from darkness to return 2 cards. Is calling from darkness proc Lucemon? That'd be crazy. I don't think so, right? Because it's like your opponent's effects. Oh my god, and he got the sleep mode. This is actually a pretty, for 11. This is actually a pretty heady play, I think. Like, this is smart of Jose to do, because now he has he can trash cards to negate attack and block twice. I don't know how that helps. I don't know how that helps him accelerate towards his win condition, but yeah. I guess the goal is here is to stop the Magnamons from proccing their effects. But the problem is, bro, when you put the Magnamon player to 9, they gonna do it anyway. They're gonna find the way, right? Like I'm sure James already has in his hand a way for him to proc the effects, or at least I assume he does. Looks like we're having a discussion, which is very common when you're playing new decks, of course. All right, James, come on, blinding ray. I'm just kidding. Dude, don't do both. That would actually be really troll. Come on, James, show me TK. You know, I put James to 4 by accident because I'm bad, and then he TK'd me, and I was like, oh, okay. But and the thing was, I could have done a different play to switch up how much security, to switch up how much memory I put him to. So silly me. Are we about to ace? What's going on? Oh no, we're trashing cards. Trash cards to negate. I mean, I think you just swing with the other Magna, right? And then you to bait out one of the blockers, and then you blinding rain and restand both, which would actually be comical. We'll see what James does. Is that a Heaven's Judgment? Oh no, it's Awakening. That's even more crazy. Wait, can't you not Awakening? Oh, James is so good at the game, bro. He blocked so he could armor purge. You're a god, dude. Oh my god. And so now he swings, and it has the full immunity and is big AF. If you're Jose, you have to block this, right? Because if you don't, both their Wind Digivolvings proc again. Oh, is that the Blinding Ray in hand too? This is about to go burr. Bro, if he goes Blinding Ray Zubagon, I will literally smack. I will flip this desk. You have to block, dude. You have to. Plays Davis. Plays Vmon. Magna for 3. It's huge. I'm pretty sure. Huge. I'm pretty sure. Rage mode. What happens first? Does the Drazel egg happen first, or does rage mode happen first? What does Drazel say? Breeding. Oh, so no, it's breeding the study room phase? Oh, delete all. So I guess you can rage mode first. I don't know. I think Jose conceded, but I think he's just trying to play it out. Also, Jose is proxying Ogudamon. Just so you know. Jose is a proxying Ogudamon, and we were just totally okay with it because we're like, bro, it's fine. Like you're getting the cards, it's fine. But the joke I made was like, he can proxy Ogudamon until he's winning. Because like if he's gonna drop Ogudo and win, it's a vanilla no. What's going on? 4, okay. All right, and now James just literally is trolling because like this is gonna be wild. A Zubagon punch to that one. That one's huge. 1, 2, restand. Oh my god. Bro, that's such a that tilted me so hard in my matchup against James. When he got double Magna, I was like, oh my god, bro, what do we do? Here's the thing though, the deck isn't as crazy overtuned. Like, it's overtuned for sure. Like, Magna's a broken card, but like, it's not like insanely OP. You can't do anything about it. Don't get me wrong, most decks in the format can't. Like, they just die. But for the most part, you can kind of deal with it with most of the decks in the game right now. I would say, or most of the good decks. Let me clarify. But even then, like, stuff like Nume deals with it pretty well, just because they go wide. IDK. Where am I watching the shuffling? Phenomenal form, gentlemen. We mulliganed. Okay, now we're setting security. Up a little bit too far ahead. Okay. Double 7 gates, and then System on Blanc, trash 1, drop 2. Okay, so I think for the strategy for James here, and I mean this is probably not a news flash for anyone. The strategy here is just okay. So here's another thing. This is, I just want to mention this before before anything else happens. I saw James there go into Magnamon in the back for 3. Hypothetically, why not evolve for 4 and put your opponent to 1 so that he has less memory to work with? Just my thought process. Because then this creepy mon, would that cost 6? He put you to 5. You know what I mean? So just and then a 5, and then MagnaX is free, or MagnaX you keep turning even if you have hard evolve over it. Just my 2 cents. Alternative Digivolve costs are lit. I mean, I guess when you have Awakening, it don't matter, right? And look at that. So the strategy against this deck is terrible in the MagnaX. I mean, granted, that's a strategy against every deck, but Jesus, bro. What do you do? All right, so he gets to slot 1, so that does slow him down because he needs 7 different names, right? So that's good to see. Hard play the Vmon. Yeah, so we're already rolling with Magnamon here, Magnamon X. Like, dude, like James is gonna turn it sideways next turn, and then like, what does Jose do? Because that's the thing too. Demon Lords doesn't really have, like, here's the issue here is also Jose isn't seeing his yellow Lucamon, so at level 3, and that's like what you need to like cycle and see cards, and obviously you combo that with the Lucamon Chaos mode. So when you don't open those, dude, super bricky. And I think that's basically the main weakness of the deck is it's so reliant on Lucamons, that if you don't see them, it's just super, super difficult. You play Blanc and stuff to help facilitate draw, but like, look at his hand, man. What is that? Dead or Alive? Actually, I don't remember the name of that card. He does have the Lucamon though for search, no? Alright, so but here's the thing. Belfmon can discard 2 and stop the attack. But like, why would you? I guess you discard the Levia X and something else, sure. Damn, Magnamon's just turning the guard sideways. Now a crazy play would be Magnamon in the back for 3. Oh, I guess you want to bounce the... He can't bounce the... Wait. Oh, there's no Ragemon underneath. LOL. Yeah, this is not going well. So Gate lets you tuck 1 from trash every turn, but there's card effects let you tuck another. Okay, I kind of get it. This is looking like it's already pretty much over. Belfmon for 1. Or for 2, I should say. I mean, how many cards in hand? 2? I mean, just turn card sideways. 4 cards in hand. I mean, there's literally nothing he can do. Yike. Well, the Magnamon's dead. Right? Yeah. I think they just actually, it looks like it ends right here, so that's actually wild. That, oh, okay, just on GX. Lol. Oh, never mind that the other Magnamon should die. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Looking forward to posting the rest of the locals from, actually it was yesterday. Wow. Got 3 more videos or so I'll put those up as soon as possible. Looking forward to catching you all in the next one. Good luck, have fun.